Travis Wayne Goodsill. I'm saving the other video I'm uploading, but I wanted to slip this in and plan to hopefully slip in a whole ton of videos today in rebellion against YouTube's censorship of me that they tried to pull yesterday and continue on into today. For those of you who've been following, the Department of Justice, through FBI most likely, are investigating the allegations I've been making in my counterclaim to my eviction to this place. And it's been a long time. And I'm concerned that it's because that it's an election year and that they're waiting until after the midterm election to then proceed. I've told them not to do that because of the national security threat that's involved. And just like what's his name, Comey, in the 2016 election, which botched that in favor of Trump. Seriously? Hang up the phone. Oh my God. It's like they are coordinated. There must be some hidden camera that sees that I'm now doing a video, and boom, get him. And it's going to drive me insane. It's ancient Chinese water torture. And the severity involves Senator Mike Lee. He's a descendant of the infamous Danite John D. Lee, who murdered women and children in the Mountain Meadows Massacre, as well as was involved in the Mormon War that framed Joseph Smith and got him wrongfully sent to Liberty Jail. And thus the Danites that I keep trying to tell you about. And thank you. Was that so hard? But Senator Mike Lee, if you haven't been paying attention to what he's been pushing to pass laws for, what he's been voting for and against, you see that he's just like his ancestor, seeking to overthrow America and get involved in voter fraud and election fraud. And already he's lying to you in his campaign here, as McMullen called him out in the debate. And he just flat out lied. And so yes, we've got the text messages. They went national and worldwide, and he still is lying to us. Because he says that, well, I ended up voting as part of my responsibility after the rioters went home. But we got your text messages. You were seeking a way to make it happen, to overthrow America and coup America, just like your ancestor was involved in. So that's the only thing I can think of why they're delaying the obvious, because it's not just about shutting down the church, locking them all up. It involves others, and every single Mormon, even those of you who are ex-Mormons, you were involved with the church's crimes. They bred us, raised us to be criminals, to be anti-Semites, to be white supremacists, even if you're black, even if you're women, even if you're LGBTQIAPO+, and you're still a member. Why? Oh, why? Because they're using you. You're the poster children for the church to say, oh, we're not, see? We have a black member. Which is a clear indication of you're racist. And so, yeah, this is what I'm concerned of, is that they're purposely going to wait until after the midterms and it will be too late because we're already seeing election fraud. We've already got the declarations of war if things don't go a certain candidate's way. And I warned, and they would not listen. And just like in Die Hard, it's Christmas. It's the time for miracles. You want a miracle? I give you the FBI. Don't know if my accent was very good. Hans Gruber. But yeah, I mean, if you have the FBI who has a handbook of how to proceed, and the enemy knows their handbook on how they're going to proceed in every single scenario, you can use it against them and get away with your crimes. Because you know the handbook, and you can see that the FBI sucks. They suck at their job. And it's because the enemy now knows their handbook, and it's being used against them, and they're getting their butts kicked. And so, yeah, and I've warned them that they're coming for you. They're not just going to cancel the investigations. They're going to lock you up, and they're going to execute you. That's the coming storm of QAnon that they're talking about. We're going to have public executions. And whether or not we do it like the Running Man of Arnold Schwarzenegger, who had a televised game show of executions for the criminals, that's yet to be seen, how extreme it's going to get. But we already knew what they've got going on in their heads with January 6th. And now they will go full throttle, pedal to the metal, in utter destruction of America. Oh wait, that's the wording Joseph Smith used to warn us of the latter days. Exactly.